Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to number 52 Dead Air from Pflugerville, Austin, Texas. And I got some dynamite guests today, and I'm very excited to welcome. It's Earth Day, April 22nd, 2021. And one of these guests you'll remember from last time. How you doing, Brian? How's everything?
I'm doing good. I'm a little hungover.
No problem. And how are you, Zach Bogus?
I'm happy to be here, Holtzman.
Zach Bogus, shuffling everything going. So before that was Bad Ashley, the playing the music. I'm going to be in New York, and maybe we'll have another pizza party with Bad Ashley. I'll be in New York on the 14th, 15th, 16th. I got the wedding to go to. The niece is getting married.
Oh, nice.
On the 19th.
Wow.
So
a white guy? She marrying a white guy?
Puerto Rican.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And no, he's a white guy. So let me introduce my guest before I even start. I'm going to start with a new guest that hasn't been on Dead Air before, and Eric.
Yep. Let's see.
Sandro. Is
Nope.
that pretty close? Del El Sandro.
Delisandro.
Delisandro.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Eric-
actually, I mean, I don't know why my grandfather made it Del. It's clearly not. It's Delisandro, but, you know.
Delisandro.
Yeah.
And you're originally from?
New York City. Staten Island, New York.
Wow.
The slums of Shaolin.
And I'm from Long Island, so
Yeah.
I feel a little bit akin to you, more than the other guest.
What does that mean?
I'm glad you spoke without being asked to speak. You know, no. I want you to feel comfortable. Everybody knows you, and so. Do you mind, Eric?
Yes.
Do you prefer to the Quran or the New Testament or the Bible, or the Quran or the Yellow Pages to swear in?
I'll go for the Yellow Pages.
Yellow Pages
Yeah,
too?
sure.
You're not interested in the Quran or the...
Well, I'm not Muslim, so if I swear on the Quran, does that mean anything?
No, it's up to you. Do you think it means anything?
Am I going to go to like a different hell if I...
I need name tags on this podcast. That's what I loved about the Air Force. Everybody had their name right on their damn shirt. You just look at the person, there was the name right there. You never have to figure out who you're talking to. But okay, the Yellow Pages it is then.
Yeah.
You just put your right hand on the Yellow Pages.
Sure.
And raise your other hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God while you're on Dead Air?
I do.
All right. So tell us how long have you been in the comedy game?
On and off for a while. I have a strange trajectory. I'm sure most comedians would hate my guts because they see me as a social media guy. So
Are you an influencer? Were you an influencer?
No. I don't influence anyone. No one will listen to me. But I started like online doing like videos, trying to get my name out there that way, and then I started doing stand up. Moved to LA, and that kind of, my Instagram sort of led me to a nice little career, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it. It's kind of strange watching myself.
Big numbers?
With
Big
everyone.
numbers?
Well, I don't know what's a big number. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
More than I had before. So
so so now you live in Austin.
I live in Austin now. Yeah.
Be patient, okay?
Yeah, he's kind of
Sitting here. Sorry.
We'll make it through this with him.
And so, how long you been in Austin?
I moved here literally during the storm. When I was told that Austin's averages 0 inches of snow, and I moved here during.
So we've been here about the same time.
Yep.
I got here on February 4th.
There you go.
He literally moved here, though, during the snowstorm, though.
As it was coming, I had to stop in the middle of somewhere in Texas. I don't know where the hell I
Wow.
was. Yeah,
You got caught right
it
in the
was
middle.
horrific. Yep, as bad as it gets.
Well, welcome to Dead Air, buddy. I'm
Thank you.
glad you took the time to be here. And everybody knows William Montgomery. He's been on the show before, so I won't.
How are you?
Good. It's great to see you.
Nice to see you too.
I won't take the time to swear you in. You've been
Okay.
here before. I only swear in new guests. You are looking good, and your hair color, it looks really red. It's I know
Does
you're a red hair, but today it's really red, isn't it, Brian?
Yeah, there's a lot of
It's like
fire.
flaming red. I mean,
Normally I have a cap on.
and that's a sign of good health when you have that kind of.
I
that
hope
kinda
so.
color.
I don't know.
So you're a new you're now how are you Zach? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm great, Holtzman. You know, I'm just
You're loving it's nonstop action, right?
yeah. I'm thrilled to be here.
And you were up on stage the other night, killing. You went up after I did.
yeah. That
Cleaned up that mess.
that was incredibly special for me. That was like a dream come true. I'm not even gonna lie.
Man, that
More
was
than I
wonderful. Yeah. So your hair is just red. It's just bright red. That's a sign of good health, I think. to
I
have
hope
that kind of-
so.
Your father's redhead too. Your mom.
Neither one of them.
Wow.
Yikes.
You do any
it was on
DNA
my-
testing or anything?
No. I have
you
a
know that-
23andMe, but I haven't done it yet.
I hate that show on PBS where they get personalities and famous people to see what their roots are.
Yeah, like
I
anybody.
could give a shit, what your family tree is. I don't even know what my family tree is. I'm not going to worry about your family tree.
I agree.
Who cares about your family tree? And they always act surprised, right? Oh, wow. My grandfather was a pimp. Anyway, let's get started. I got so much to cover today and so little time. I hope the weather permits today.
Oh, the weather's going to be fine, but not tomorrow.
What's going on tomorrow?
Tomorrow's going to be another one of those crazy-ass hailstorms that we had.
No shit.
Wow.
I thought of something about your car. I wonder if your car got hit by hail while it was waiting outside.
No, it's inside the bay. It's one of the bays. So today's Earth Day, it's 64 degrees, 17.8 degrees Celsius. Dew point is 48 degrees, 8.9 degrees Celsius. The winds are out of the east-southeast, 6 miles an hour. The moon is going to be waxing gibbons. There's no high tide in the middle of the country in Austin here. Sunset's 8:03 p.m. Humidity is 57%. So UV is very good today for you. He'll burn up in a second.
I will.
Yep.
I'm burning up just looking at you.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, I take offense. Take offense to that. Hey, back off. We're not going to start this now. Jumping across the table.
Yeah.
The air quality is 74 or moderate. The visibility is back to 10 miles, and the chance of precipitation is 0.
Brian, what kind of moon was that?
That's waxing gibbons,
Oh, wow. Okay.
which I was thinking when I wrote it today. It's always a waxing gibbons. I don't know what.
Never changed?
Is it
I've heard of
gibbous
a-
or
heard of a
gibbons?
crescent before. You ever, a half crescent?
I thought it was a
Yeah,
waxing
I've-
crescent last week.
Well, Gibbous, gibbons.
No Gibson.
Mel Gibbons.
There it is.
When you look up at the moon, it looks back at you just like that.
I
Racist
took
mood.
another cold shower this morning because the water heaters needs to be repaired.
Oh, no shit.
Since I came back,
You sure the pilot light is just not out?
there's some, the pilot light is on, but it's not
Oh, so that's a
lighting
gas.
up the whole ring.
Do you guys have gas? Maybe the gas got shut off. Maybe they're not paying the bills.
No, I hope not. I hope that's not the reason.
Were you always a comedian? Do you know how to fix anything like that?
Not with gas.
You're in the Air Force.
I
Maybe.
looked in the sight gauge, but I didn't see any. I saw the flame, but I was, I'm not gonna.
Right.
There's a reset, and that's as far as I'm gonna go with gas.
Yeah. Gas will do it to you.
Blow up the whole block. But some of the things that happened today in 1864, the Coinage Act. And they put "In God We Trust" on all the U.S. coins, and further down the road, it became on all U.S. currency.
Love it.
Jack Nicholson is 84 years old today, 1937.
Wow, 84.
He's my favorite actor.
Yeah.
I think he's my favorite actor.
Really? What's his
Yeah.
I think people just like to say
name?
that.
2 of his movies.
People just like to. I think it makes it sound cool.
The Shining is my favorite movie.
It's a good one.
And then also Mars Attacks. I think he's really
Oh,
good at
Mars Attacks! See, the guy can do everything. He can do comedy too. He can do everything. Mars Attacks was
That's a
great.
hell of a movie. That's a hell of a
man,
movie.
That was a great movie.
I love it.
When
that
that
was a
thing-
great movie. I love it.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's an all-star cast and crew on it too. It's filled with
If you haven't seen Mars Attacks and you like comedy, you should.
Young Jack Black is in this too.
right.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of people in it.
Isn't that Sarah Jessica Parker? Yeah.
Isn't
Here's Brosnan.
Horseface.
Wow.
Isn't Jack Black plays the Marine?
Seen
Yeah.
Applegate too?
Yeah.
Oh, there's
classic.
Jack. Jack is great. I gotta watch that
It's
again.
a Tim Burton classic.
Oh, did Tim Burton?
Yeah, I
do
think
that?
so.
Someday I'm gonna get all the platforms and just watch whenever I want to watch all the classics. You know,
Yeah.
You just get Netflix. Don't you have Netflix, Brian?
I
They're all battling each other now. You know, you got to get Hulu for something. You got to get Peacock for something.
Right.
Oh, even that guy, Billy Jack. Billy Jack, the guy who played Billy.
Yeah, it's a classic.
I love that when they make they put all the stars in one movie.
Me too.
Especially if
So
it's
many
a
people in
comedy.
this.
Oh, the singer, Jones. Oh, there's Jack Black.
There's Jack Black.
I love it.
Oh, there's Billy Jack. Glenn Close. Oh man, and the general's from that television show, the talk show. Oh, it's-
I like that movie because it's claymation and computer animation. Like the aliens are all claymation. They look CG though.
Are they claymation?
Yeah, they're claymation.
I thought they were just big puppets or something.
wow, they called everybody.
Yeah,
up to
it's
be-
everybody.
It's like Mad World. They called everybody. Don
Is that a
Rick-
good one? I've never seen that.
Oh man, that's a
that a good
classic.
one?
Oh yeah, John Rickles wanted to be in that. He didn't.
Oh,
he
gosh.
didn't make it. He wanted to be in that.
Interesting.
Oh, you got to watch. It's a mad world. Oh my
I will.
God. Oh man.
I will. I haven't seen it.
Jeez. Why don't we just take a break? Maybe we could watch this movie and come back.
Yeah. Can we?
Viewing party.
So happy birthday to Jack Nicholas. And today, of course, is Earth Day. And it's also the day in 2016 that they signed the Paris Climate Agreement. 170 countries.
So hot.
It's still hot. It's still out of control.
Is America, are they still a part of that?
No, I think we rejoined or in the process of rejoining.
Okay.
I've got a little COVID today. COVID-19.
I hope not.
Just a little bit.
COVID-19.
I'm just a lung gasping for air.
Do you really? Are you really sick?
5 minutes from the respirator.
I hope not.
Give me that wrist.
That's not a good sign.
I want to talk to my family through a cell phone. Please. I want it. I need it. Diabetes is not enough. I want COVID-19 too.
Do you have diabetes?
No, but I'm working on it.
Brian, do you ever get out of breath after one of your sets? Because you're constantly, like, a lot of your sets yelling and screaming, and I can't even imagine, like, being gassed after a while.
It appears that I'm yelling and screaming, Brian. You know, it's the microphone. It's the acoustics. Right. You know, that's what it appears to be. But no, I'm calm and collected the whole time.
Microphones will do that. Yeah. They do make your voice louder.
Yeah, they make it louder. Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
So do you want to go to items of interest, or do you want to say some exciting things about the Earth on Earth Day?
Whoa.
Well, is that the only two choices we have? Brian is going down. I wish I had another choice. Do you want to just do a few?
What are some Earth facts?
Okay.
What Earth facts do you
Thanks
have?
for asking.
Oh, I thought we were supposed
William?
to say Earth facts because I didn't come prepared for Earth facts.
We're traveling around the sun at 67,000 miles per hour. A lot of people say the sun sets or the sun rises. The sun doesn't. We're the ones moving.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You know, we're the third planet from the sun?
Yes, I
Third
do.
rock, some would say.
I think that is number. That's number 2.
And we're not a perfect sphere.
Really?
That's number 3.
Really?
We share research colleagues.
Yeah.
We know Professor Delinquent over at the college, and he supplies us with everything we need. No, it's not a perfect. It bulges in the center at the equator,
Does it?
just like anybody's waistline, because of the pressure of the poles
Roasting the earth.
Obviously.
and the gravity.
Yep.
So it looks like a perfect circle, but in reality, it's not.
So that means the South Pole smells like poopy.
Oh yes, that's right. And dirty water. right now we're going 1,000 miles an hour right now.
It's hard to believe.
Doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't
I
really.
would have guessed like 900.
What if Mars tries to brake check us?
I don't know what Mars is getting. Mars was Mars, but we're a little bit too late.
We're supposed to live there or something in a couple
They
of years.
want to go to
right?
Mars and look for
Yeah.
stuff. We're a couple of billion years too late.
Would you go to Mars?
No way. Have you seen the International Space Station?
Yeah.
I'll go there when it looks like Star Trek. It's a shithole.
Yeah, it seems just real. Yeah.
You
I don't like
got to
that.
be close to. You got to tie yourself down everywhere you go. Everything's floating around.
It's horrible.
There
It
it is.
shrinks your heart.
Red rocks, baby.
Yeah, you would be camouflaged on that planet. Big red machine on the big red.
Yeah. The Earth is 4.54 billion years old. The ground is recycled. Believe it or not, the ground comes up from the bottom and then reaches the surface, then gets eroded, and then gets decayed, and then becomes sediment and goes back down, comes back up. The biggest earthquake was in Alaska in 1964, 9.2, and the largest in the world ever is 1960, 9.5 in Chile. The hottest is in Libya. Trying to go through these fast. 130.
The hottest
Redban,
temperatures
these
are in Libya?
visuals are incredible, by the way, while he's doing this.
Thank you. I planned this.
Yeah.
136 degrees.
Wow.
Or 57.8 degrees Celsius. The coldest, of course, is Antarctica. The coldest record is in Russia, negative 128.6 degrees, or negative 89.2 degrees Celsius.
cold.
I like my vodka cold.
For our Canadian friends. The continent, the southern continent, the South Pole or North Pole, I don't know, 70% water, 90% ice. It's also a desert. Earth has a magnetic field because of the hot liquid underneath it. That's what they say. Pole reversal every 200,000 to 300,000 years. The poles actually reverse, but we'll never be able to detect it or feel it. Not in our lifetime.
Do we know when the last one is? Are we due?
I don't have any information on.
Well, maybe next time you could do some research.
I would have been still there. I would have been. I could only limit my Mount Everest is the tallest mountain, but down there's another one called Mauna.
Mona?
Mauna Kea.
It's also a tall mountain.
You know how they argue about buildings? Oh, is it the antenna? Does it count because of the antenna?
yeah,
or does it count because So they're playing that game with these two mountains.
I didn't know there was another mountain. That's news to me. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maunakea. They say that could be the tallest mountain, but
Where's that, in India?
I believe it probably be in the Nepal area, over near Sunset and Fairfax, right near Canners.
Kibitz room.
Do you know they fired a guy at Canners? This is a delicatessen in.
Yeah, the Kibitz room. I've done it.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're
Oh,
from
nice.
LA. They fired somebody there for actually cleaning something. They found somebody cleaning a surface or behind a utensil or something, and they fired the person. They said, "We don't clean here."
I think they killed him, actually.
You've been in Canners, right?
Oh, fuck yeah.
I don't think they ever cleaned anything in Canners.
That's what makes the matzo ball soup good.
Oh, I love it. It really does. Food is great, but don't look for A on the door. The longest mountain range is in the mid-ocean ridge, someplace. Rocks can walk on Earth, believe it or not, in Death Valley. They say it gets cold and the runoff from the mountains freezes and it gets on the ice. And then the wind blows and the rocks can move, or in this
Interesting.
case, walk.
Sliding rocks.
Believe it or not,
didn't
deepest
know.
point in the ocean is 35,813 feet, or 10,916 meters. And we're just going to keep running through these. We should have one of those big horns to wake up the listeners right now.
Do you have a stapler at your place? I noticed.
I had to buy one.
It's
I had one of the-
stapled.
I have a little one.
That's sweet. That's what I was thinking. That's sweet.
Are you coming
kind
at?
of.
Are you coming at me right now?
No, I'm not.
I'll play Japanese soldier and beat you
not.
with a rifle butt.
Well, I'm not.
No,
So.
no, it's okay.
He's got a laminator too now.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yes,
Where'd you get that?
Redban.
Brian.
I gave it to
You have a laminator?
No, I bought
Or you-
one for him.
That was a gift for the 50th show.
That's right. Yes, yes.
And I got
Oh,
a
wow.
bonsai starter kit.
How's that
What's
going?
that? A seed?
And
Or what is that? A tree seed?
yeah, it's a tree seed.
A bonsai starter kit.
We're gonna edit this part out where he's mocking me.
Okay.
I'm not. I was genuinely curious what a bonsai starter kit is.
The Dead Sea is the lowest point on land. Can you believe it? 1,388 feet below sea level, or 433 meters. Lakes can explode. In Africa, there are 3 lakes that explode because of they're over volcanic stuff, and they got carbon monoxide, and
Like a geyser.
glaciers are melting fast.
Nikki Gleiser.
There are 6,000 lightning flashes every minute.
Is that real?
It's a big planet, and when the lightning
How the hell did I know that?
when the lightning strikes, it's 54,000 degrees. It heats the air to 54,000 degrees,
Oh my god.
or 30,000 degrees Celsius. So it's kind of hot.
How do some people survive after getting struck by lightning?
Well, they're just it doesn't hit the heart. If it
Yeah.
doesn't stop your heart, you should be okay.
It'll fry you.
Sometimes it's
Oh my
sometimes
God,
it's
no way. Is this real?
Sometimes it's a glashing. Ooh,
Whoa.
whoa! That's because he got keys in his pocket. Leave the keys at home.
Oh my God.
He's like, I'm glad I wasn't wearing my chain today.
Yeah.
Dude, that stung. Man, that must sting. God. Because you get the electricity on the carpet, the new carpet.
Yeah.
Right.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, just the static electricity hurts.
Wow, lightning is in human form coming to jump him in this video.
Yeah, what was that? A ghost?
This was a man named Lightning just robbing someone.
Oh, somebody gonna get? Oh, they're gonna,
Oh, 2 people in an
oh
umbrella.
no! Hand in hand.
There they come.
Oh, interracial couple too. Looks like. Oh no!
Oh.
Oh, it's not them?
Oh god, this
Who's
is
going to get struck?
Dead. Just dead. The Grand Theft Auto wasted thing right there.
Is that like a shit stain all over the ground?
is he still
Oh,
alive?
he shit himself.
That's the heat. That's the degrees of the heat that's causing that.
Oh, he's alive.
He's alive.
Lucky him.
He gets
God,
struck again.
how lucky is that person?
Yeah.
Lightning never strikes again. Bam! Again. Stay down. Stay down. I want to shout out before I forget to Dennis Hink. He's a listener of Dead Air, and he's a great guy. And last week I complimented him on his booking suggestions for Dead Air. And anybody who had anything negative to say, don't say anything negative. Number 23.
Brian, you won't believe what's happening. This guy's getting up and walking.
no. Get the
Wait,
hell
what happened?
Oh, twice.
Nuh-uh.
Wait,
Nuh-uh.
No way.
He can't get hit twice, can
He's
He's in a
dead.
different place.
He's got to be dead.
No. Oh, he's fine.
he? He survives this, and the next day he gets run over by a trash truck.
This is what happens when you swear on the Quran as a Christian. So I'm glad you chose the Yellow Pages.
Yeah.
Don't
I,
you
I
hate
knew
it?
I was trying to avoid something.
God, he's getting up.
Don't
You guys ever
Just
heard of
stay
a guy
there.
named Fran Selak?
No.
It's one of the
Who's that?
greatest videos. I don't know. It might have been like back like in the E-bombs world.
He just got struck
Days.
again, guys.
Did it? You're joking.
No. Watch. You can barely see him now. He's
It's so
Wait, is that
ridiculous.
It's unbelievable.
Three
I don't
times?
believe it.
Yeah, that's got to be fake, though.
I don't
right?
believe it.
It's so sad when old people get killed, and to be that old and have an accident.
It seems real.
There's 70% of the Earth is ocean. 5% have been explored, and 95% has been never been seen.
Think there's animals we've never seen in the ocean?
Oh, I'm sure.
fuck yeah.
Micro amoebas.
But also like big fish. I wonder if there's big fish we've never seen.
The big fish aren't that. They maybe. Number 25. 93 million miles we're from the sun. It takes 8 minutes and 19 seconds of sunlight to reach Earth. That's what's his name? Hemingway.
What the hell's that?
So that's art, or is that a fact? It's like a Ernest Hemingway?
Well, he loved to fish. I figured that fish looks drunk. So
Yeah, look at those eyeballs coming out.
it could be Hemingway.
Rest in peace. What, did he shoot himself? Hell of a writer, but didn't he shoot
Yeah, I
himself?
heard it right in the forehead with a shotgun.
Yeah.
His wife left the keys on the table. He was
Is
in
that
a
what
couple
I
of
feel like
loony-
they all did something horrible to themselves, right? All like the really. Wow.
Jeez, what
What
did he
is
eat?
that inside? Yeah.
You know, when Janice is at a
It's like a Simpsons fish.
grocery store, she just digs her finger into like a fish's eye and eats the eye like grapes. You know, like
That's a cultural thing.
It's an Asian thing.
They love fish. They like fish heads.
Fish is good. That's good for you, isn't it? I think it's good for you.
No,
so.
they don't know what's good for you.
I know.
Yeah, it's always changing, right?
I mean, bats were good for you until 2019, right?
Yep.
COVID-19 coming to a lung near you.
Oh no.
Supercontinent.
Oh no.
The Earth used to be one big continent. You could walk from New York City to London in like 20 minutes and go to Abbey Road.
20 minutes.
You know, when it was
quick.
connected. When it was connected.
So it's smaller too.
Rocks and mountains. Everybody knows mountains made from the plates. You know, rising up. And that's what makes mountains.
Tectonic plates.
Hawaii's
Hey, something
Kilauea.
in high school.
Yeah, someone went to high school.
Whoa, jeez. Kilauea is the most active volcano in the world on Hawaii.
Well, everybody knows that.
And
Have you ever been to Hawaii, Brian?
Yes, 20% of coastlines. The Earth is made up of 20% of the Earth is coastlines, and 50% of the people live on them. And the Pacific Ocean is the largest, 59 million square miles, or 155 million square kilometers.
Gosh.
General Sherman, the giant sequoia, is the largest stem tree in the world, 52,500 cubic feet.
I've seen it in person. Yeah.
I haven't been there.
General
Where is
Sherman.
that?
I think it's in. Is it outside? Outside Nevada or in California?
Yeah,
It's-
Northern
it's-
California.
Yeah, there you go.
North of LA, I mean.
Yeah.
And
Just a big tree.
huge.
Pretty much it.
That's a lot.
General Sherman, he did bad things to the South after the Civil War, right?
I don't know, but he's got a great orange chicken, though. I'll tell you that right now. Well, that's General. That's General Tsao.
Rosenbach.
The tree is 1,486.6 cubic meters. Wow.
I don't know what the hell a meter is. I don't really know what a meter is.
3 feet, right?
And
Is that what it is?
That's a yard.
What's a meter?
Yeah.
What the heck's
What's the meter with you?
I'm impressed. Well,
You're on
I'm
fire.
impressed y'all knew that. I didn't know 3 was a meter.
No, it's a yard. I don't know what the hell a meter is. We're the only country that doesn't use that.
I know.
So it's kind of difficult.
Manila is the most crowded city in the world. It has 1,660,000.
This is an Earth Day fact.
Yeah, is this still Earth Day?
714 people in 14.8 square miles. Holy cow. Imagine that.
Yikes. Sounds like my house growing up.
Yeah. Or 38.55
Just a bunch of Filipino
A bunch of Filipinos trying to take a shit. Someone showering at the same time.
square kilometers.
Bumping elbows with my brother trying to jerk off.
Waiting online for the bathroom.
Yep.
The driest place is in Chile and Peru, in the desert there. And there's the aurora lights, the southern lights, the auroras. That's the magnetic field collided with the atmosphere. Gives you the northern lights.
Anybody here ever seen them?
I haven't.
I don't
No.
believe in it.
I've seen photographs.
You don't believe? What is it, like a unicorn?
Yeah. Have you ever seen it?
No. All right. There you go. They don't exist.
I'm just saying.
You gotta go to Alaska or something. Hang out by the last Blockbuster. Oh, no, that's in Oregon. Anyway.
So tell us a little bit before we get into the items of interest.
Sure.
You got brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I come from a typical Italian American family in New York. Two older brothers, a sister who's also old, and then I'm the baby, the mistake, as also known as. you know, and
Family of four.
family of four. My mom's one of 11, so we just had people sliding off each other at family parties. It was just, you know, we didn't, you know, we didn't have a typical upbringing. I didn't have a lot of money, so like there was a lot of comedy when you don't have a lot of money. Like, you know, my friends went to go to Disney World, and my dad would take me to Nellie Bly in Brooklyn and just tell me it was Disney World. Yeah, you're in fucking Disney, don't worry. So that's kind of.
When did you leave back east?
I moved to LA in 2018.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's when I started really going hard with comedy and doing a lot of stand-up. And it started to take off from there.
And now Austin.
Now Austin, yeah, it feels like, you know, the move. I just was tired of spending $100 million an hour on an apartment that was small, and I could see homeless people shitting on other homeless people. However, Austin has made me feel right at home. There's plenty of homeless people here as well. So,
Yeah. Oh my God! I saw one die the other day on the street on 6th Street. He literally was bleeding out of the mouth.
What?
The ambulance picks him up, and then 15 minutes later, he's walking back down the street with blood all over him. They just gave him some Narcan. He was fine.
oh, so he didn't die.
He didn't, but he was dead there first. Like, they were checking his pulse, and they were, like, calling the ambulance. They, like, resuscitated him and put him in the back of the van, and then let him go. Just like that.
Yep, right back in your
He
tent.
just overdosed. He's fine. He's
Yeah.
fine.
They should sell like Narcan for your keychain.
Yeah. Like Mace, it's right next to the Mace.
Yeah, really, if it's that great, you know?
Everybody's overdosing.
Oh, what's this? I get a prize?
Narcan.
Wow, this is fantastic.
one
Thank
of
you
these?
so much,
I have
Holtzman.
one. I have one. I was about to take it, but I was gonna also tell you I already have.
Brian
one.
Holtzman, I will cherish this forever. Thank you so much.
It's kind of like a novelty. I wouldn't really trust any important keys on there.
Well, I might leave it here.
I'd hate to have people lose their house keys or car keys because they used the I heard Holtzman keychain.
Well, I'm going to sell it then to somebody who saw that Comedy Store documentary.
So you've
I was
just
wearing your
got here.
T-shirt yesterday
Well, I didn't
in
see
the
it.
airport.
Oh, you were?
Yeah,
Thank you.
dead air.
How'd you get one of those?
You fucking gave me one. You fucking gave me one. So, thank you.
So, what brings you to Austin? I want to open up a sneaker factory.
A sneaker factory.
No, you decided you just
It's like the
you had
Pierce
enough of L.A.
Shoe Factory on Jumanji. Yeah, no, I've yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe the time is right to move here and try to keep on doing comedy stuff.
Work on that cadence,
It
that
seems
speech impediment.
like Los Angeles is
I hear they have
not a
speech
lot
therapists
is
here.
happening. What does that mean? Come on, Brian, please.
You have a very unique cadence. You know that, and I love it. Very measured, very measured. I love it. So
It's so funny. Can I bring something up? My father and Brian speak to one another, and my dad calls me up like 3 weeks ago, sometime, I think 3 weeks ago, and he's very concerned, and he's like, hey, I'm speaking with Brian, and he says you owe him $2,000. And my dad's legitimately concerned. He's like, why do you owe him $2,000? It was really funny. And then I had to tell him you were kidding.
Larry. Hello, Larry, if
Larry.
you're listening. Does Larry listen to the show? Did it?
Yeah, I think he'll probably listen to this. I think he does.
What's
I
funny,
think-
Brian, is you said that at such a funny time, because there's a lot of
Yeah.
money stuff going on with
Right.
William, right?
A lot of Venmo, huh? A lot of Venmo.
A lot of Venmos.
A lot of reaching out. Yeah, Larry, if you're listening, Larry, I'm going to block you if you continue to badger me with useless and senseless texts.
Yeah, shout out Larry and Francis. Thanks for watching all my Instagram stories for the past 2 years.
Nice, do that? Yeah, I
great.
knew.
I
I
love 'em.
thought y'all were buddies on Instagram.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
great.
You got any tattoos?
I do
Eric?
not know.
How about you, William?
I don't. I have a brand, though. I
Wow.
got branded.
Oh my God, did you really?
Yeah, I have a brand on me.
Where is it?
It's on my butt.
Is it of a penis?
It's of a pi symbol.
Oh yeah, you
Like-
were in a.
I was in a
3.14.
fraternity.
Oh boy.
Oh,
So
how
it
big
was,
is it? How big is it?
The Pi fraternity.
How
like
close is
that.
it to the your office?
To my what?
The orifice.
Orifice.
How close is it to the?
I don't know. I mean, it's.
I don't know.
right here.
I
The
don't know.
ginger hole.
Yeah,
Why don't you show it to Brian?
Do you want to see it?
Show us your butthole.
I guess you have to show
only
it
if
now.
it's really, really close to the
Orifice.
the orifice.
To the what? Here.
Correct.
Orphan. Oh, we're doing this. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's. Hold on.
Let's do it.
Wow, there it is. There it is.
Oh, is this
I
a-
can see
okay.
it. It's the pi sign. And they did that with they put it in coals, or did they? How did they?
No, we
heat
were
it
in
up?
the kitchen of the Pi Kappa Alpha House at the University of Tennessee. This was probably 2006, I guess, and heated up a coat hanger on the pilot light
coat hanger.
on the oven.
Oh my god.
And
You can't help him out with his pilot light?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good for a coat hanger. I mean,
Yeah, it was
you
a
could-
coat hanger.
But how did they make? How did they? Make?
Somebody constructed it. Somebody constructed the pi symbol out of the coat hanger.
And
It was a
everybody,
coat hanger.
everybody did this in the fraternity.
You didn't have to. We were all drunk one night.
Only the
and-
smart ones.
Yeah, right. Right. I think a lot of people did it,
Now,
if I remember correctly.
I would have done it. I'm the only fucking around. I totally would have done the same thing. Yeah, sure. Brand me, man.
did anybody pass away in the fraternity from over alcohol poisoning? That's usually a big thing that happens all the time.
One guy almost got he got a bad staph infection in his arm and had to almost get his arm cut off. I got a staph infection in my leg, actually. I still have a scar on my leg. It was pretty bad. And then the national fraternity people came down and interviewed all of us. And then the fraternity got kicked off campus my junior year. It was a whole
So what
thing.
happens? We've heard of this before. What happens when the fraternity gets kicked off campus? Do they all go together and find another house off site, or do they
People
all break
totally-
up? Does that separate everybody and they have to go their separate ways? How does it work?
There were a number of people. There were, I think, 2 separate houses where people all kind of moved to. A bunch of people were living there. We would still have parties at these houses.
And how do you?
Get back in as like a fraternity.
Yeah. How do you?
They make the movie Old School. You got to go through the triathlon.
Right. Right.
You're my boy, Blue.
How do you join? Yeah, there's more students on campus than there are room for fraternities. So what I'm asking is, how do you become
Right.
part of a fraternity? Do they only take a certain amount of people before they say no more? Or do you have to know
Totally.
somebody?
Yeah, it's
Well,
like an honor to be hazed, right?
Yeah, I got the shit hazed out of me. It was a whole ordeal. But yeah, all the a bunch of my friends who went to my high school at Memphis. There were 2 fraternities. I was going to try to decide between 2 fraternities which to join, and I joined one. And yeah, it was a whole ordeal
what
going
made you want to
through it.
join a fraternity as opposed to just being a free spirit, a free thinker?
At the time,
Gay sex.
my
Always a
friends,
plus.
my friends joining it, and it seemed like a good time, and it totally ended up being a positive experience, I would say, and it's interesting memories I have with the bad hazing that went down.
But you would
I
say
still
that-
think
Got
about
a great
it
ass
some.
scar.
Right, have a scar.
Yep.
But I totally still think about it. I got hazed pretty bad, and I still think about it. But it's interesting.
They call that PTSD.
Yeah.
Fraternity parties.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I still think about it some.
Fraternity parties were cool to go to when you weren't in a fraternity.
I had a hell of a time. I lost my virginity at the. We had a pledge retreat for all the pledges, and I lost my virginity in
Nice.
Sevierville, Tennessee. I remember we rented some big house in the mountains of the Smoky Mountains, and we were watching the movie Seven down in the movie room, and there was a scratch in the DVD, so it would restart after every 25 minutes. But I put my arm around some girl, and then we went up to the 4th floor and fucked.
Nice.
Now, where was this?
The
It was
original
fun.
Netflix
What was-
and chill.
What was the name of the
A
college?
DVD skip.
University of Tennessee in Knoxville. Very pretty part of the country.
And how long was it from?
That's not named after Johnny, is
Right.
it?
I think
it
he
is.
was from there, yeah. I think he was from there.
How long-
I think. I don't know.
How long was the college from your home? Where you
6 hours.
6 hours.
Because Memphis is at the other side of Tennessee.
No, I have a lot of interesting questions about college. I went to college once. I veered off.
Yeah, did you go to college?
No, I veered off the road and went over in the fence and landed in the courtyard. That was my extent of going to college.
Wow.
But most students
That was a fun explanation.
most students don't belong to fraternities at college. Is that right?
Totally. It was the Greek part of the school. Yes, it was very small.
So it's kind of
Greek
like
life was very small.
I don't know if
I loved it. I would do it again. I would do it again.
I don't know if I would
loved it.
want to go through that hazing just to be part of. You can drink and have sex and have the greatest time in your world. You don't need to join a bunch of boneheads that want to smack you around or make you tape you up and
Totally.
Did you love
try to drown you and then throw you downstairs and you can get injured.
I hear you.
There was a cousin of mine in the Navy. And they were hazing him or some nonsense. And if you smack somebody in the side of the ear hard enough, you'll damage your eardrum.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows this.
Totally.
So do you really want to put your hands in with a group of effing idiots?
Totally.
When
I don't
you can
disagree.
be on campus without that peer group.
Totally. I hear you. My brother did the same. Sweet Vance. He
Would you
did the
join
same
a
fraternity.
Excuse me, just for a minute. I'm talking to Brian. would you join a fraternity if you had
No,
the choice?
I was very anti-fraternity growing up. I was like the hippie. But you would go to the fraternity houses and steal all their drinks and steal things from their house and get out of there. It's fun.
Any college in your background?
I didn't finish, but I went to a community college on Staten Island, which is not even really college.
Right.
It's about 5 minutes from my house.
How about you, Zach?
Yeah, I went to Santa Monica College for graphic design and advertising. But let me tell you, I've only had bad experiences with frat kids because I work at Vulcan Gas Company. Shout out. And we have frat parties there, and they get rowdy and super disrespectful. I had to put one in a headlock and drag him out on Saturday.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Straight up, like,
And they
these
rape.
kids.
They rape,
they do
too.
that too.
Right.
They haven't raped me, but
Rape anybody?
I didn't. I was respectful.
No, Oh, come on.
No, I didn't. I had one girlfriend all of college, and that was it.
William keeping secrets.
The girl that you had sex with upstairs?
Correct. I
All
ended
right.
up staying with her for all 4 years of college.
Oh,
What did
how
she say when
romantic.
she woke up?
I know, yeah. I ended up, God. I'm just saying, my experience with it, I know it has a bunch of bad connotations, but I enjoyed, personally, I like having those memories. It's a bunch of weird memories.
No, man, I
that
I totally get it.
appreciate.
I totally
love
get it.
having the memories. And I hear what you're saying. I'm
It's an
sure there's a
experience.
bunch of fucking characters in fraternity, obviously. But I was able to make some friends. It was all, my experience was positive.
Did you wear
I
like
totally enjoyed it.
the colors around and they wear like jerseys and stuff, right?
I would not. No.
Okay, so you were just more like under the
I was
radar,
pretty
right?
low key.
Okay,
I mean,
that's
I was in one, but I was pretty low key.
What happened besides the parties? Is there anything else that you do in a fraternity? Is there like a book club or something?
Not really. To answer your question, not really.
Did you do the shit
I'm trying to think. I don't think.
Did you do like the shit
think.
that Bert Kreischer used to do? Like where they like put a saltine on the ground and you all jack off on the saltine, and then one of you has to eat it.
Yeah, why would
There
you
was
wanna,
nothing like
why
that.
would you want to?
No, there was nothing like that.
Why would you want to join a fraternity that makes
Sounds
you
like
do
you missed out.
things that you wouldn't want to do? I don't want to be your friends. I don't want to be part of this group. What
I
made
hear
you?
ya.
No, you hear me, but you joined.
I did.
All right. Oh,
And it was totally fine. I made some good friends. My sweet friend Swoo, he was my best friend in college. He's dead now, but I met him through the fraternity.
and how many members
Happy birthday, Swoo.
are given?
I know, sweet Swoo. I wish he was
R.I.P.
still alive.
R.I.P.
It was sad when he died.
How many members per se are in a fraternity?
In my pledge class, it was, 35 people. It was maybe
And that's
close
the
to
average.
100 people for the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, I went to a big state school. I think some are bigger, but yeah, I think it was a pretty good size. It was probably 100-something people.
Nothing could stop. Let's start with the items of interest here. Nothing could stop. Just chime in anytime you want, Eric.
Yeah, you got it.
William. Chime in anytime, Brian, and of course Zach, and we'll see if we can how many of these we can get through without me wanting to hear more about fraternities.
Right, I know. We were getting into that a little bit.
Well, we hear about them all the time, and I wanted to see somebody who actually experienced them. So not all the members of the fraternity live in the same house.
Correct.
Only
It
the
was always,
the upper echelon of the fraternity live in the house. Is that
once
it?
you were a brother, you could move into the house, and it was like cheap rent, and you could eat all your meals there.
And the brothers of the top CLC,
Just the people who are in the fraternity.
and they're seniors usually. Is that it?
The top boys.
No, I mean it was sophomores, juniors, seniors who could live there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting to a point where it becomes uninteresting. A fashion-forward 7-year-old got Old Navy to update its style. So-and-so and so-and-so was irked that the pockets on her pants, unlike those on her brothers, were sewn shut, depriving her of a place to keep interesting rocks. Having learned about persuasive letters, this is about letter writing, so that's why I liked it. At a school, she picked up her pen and got to work. Dear Old Navy, she wrote, would you consider making girls' jeans with front pockets that are not fake? To her surprise, Old Navy sent her some shorts and jeans, all with pockets, and a note thanking her for her ideas. They're really cute, so-and-so said, of the new clothes, but mostly just really like the pockets.
Wait a minute. I thought this was like an old story. This is like a week old?
How did this?
Wait, they
make
don't
the
make
news?
pockets for girls?
Yeah, just
I've never heard of this.
brainiac lady. Hey, maybe make real.
Well, I hate it when the shirt has one pocket. Like this Western shirt I'm wearing is 2 pockets. I hate it when they only have one pocket on the
Yeah,
shirt.
yeah.
Make
Yeah.
2 pockets. Everybody's got so much to carry around with them today.
How you know something I learned way late in life that I didn't know my whole life? How many times I've had like jackets or really nice shirts, and you go, "Oh, this isn't a real pocket." And then you find out that if you just pull it apart,
Yeah.
it
becomes a pocket,
I had
yeah.
no idea until
God.
5 years.
Every time you bought a suit, you didn't realize you could have put things in the pocket. Oh,
Suits
my
are like
God.
that, yeah.
Suits are the worst, yeah.
Why are they even sewing
do
the
they do
pocket
that?
up?
Right, I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
a joke. It's an Asian joke.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It is.
How many times I was like, I just threw like things away because I was so annoyed it had no pockets. You know, there's pockets. The whole
Oh, man, Redban. That's pretty bad, man.
Nothing could stop a Texas man from finishing his cross-country run from Disneyland to Disney World, not even the pandemic. So-and-so and so-and-so,
Forrest
59, hit the road in California in February 2020 to raise awareness for diabetes, but was forced to pause for months after COVID-19 hit in the U.S. Last week, he finally completed the 2,761-mile run in Florida, having averaged 32 miles a day.
These pedophiles are getting desperate, man.
He's been living with type 1 diabetes for nearly 50 years. I want every single person with type 1 diabetes, he said, to see that we can still dream big. Well, that's not my dream, to walk across the to 2 stupid mouses, the rat.
And he was like, can I get a discount? They were like, fuck no. It's going to be $400 to get into here.
Why don't you walk from one end of the country to the other to Joe's strip joint and, the Red Rose or something in Disney World? What a, his name was anyway, Don Mucho, Muchow. You know what I found out here that I haven't found out in California?
That he died.
Remember in New York, Swiss rolls?
Yeah.
They have them here.
Oh, they do. Nice.
They don't have them in L.A.
They don't?
What's Swiss roll?
Oh, wait till you
It's a
try.
brand. It's a
Little
brand.
Debbie?
It's a brand of bread.
No, the little, the yodels looking thing with the cream.
Oh, those. Sorry,
Swiss
I'm thinking of
rolls.
something else. Yeah.
They have them here.
Like yodels, yeah.
I'll get
I
some.
thought I was
I'll
thinking of
bring them
bread.
next time I see you.
All right.
Oh, they're right up there with Susie Q's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Swiss rolls. They're called. Oh, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
They don't
yes.
have devil dogs, though, do they? You've
No,
seen-
devil dogs. You have to have them mailed in.
Yeah.
Entenmann's.
Swiss.
Yeah,
Swiss
yeah.
rolls. Oh man, they got a unique taste to them. Wait till you
They're
feel
great. They're great.
There's something going
They weren't
on.
in L.A. They weren't in California.
No, they weren't in L.A. I never saw them in L.A.
Interesting. Yeah, I did.
And the last time I
love
had
'em.
Swiss rolls was back on Long Island.
Yeah.
Yep.
Growing up.
That's right.
And they got a unique taste, right? You can't
They're
explain
great.
it.
I love 'em.
You just want to shove them in. Two to a package, but you can buy them in boxes.
Yeah.
But wait till you have this, Brian. You're gonna flip, man. They are really good. COVID, office please, COVID. All right, so this guy's walking to Disneyland because he's got diabetes number 1 or whatever it is. And this is we like to start off with nice stories in the beginning. When a regular customer failed to pick up his dog from a groomer appointment, a worker at the Omaha pet store suspected something must be wrong. The employee contacted Animal Control, which arranged for a Mitzi Bua, whatever, I can't pronounce people's names, and investigated with the Nebraska Humane Society to visit the owner's home. When no one answered the door, the person called the police, who found the owner had suffered a medical episode. That's when they don't want to tell you what's wrong with him. A medical episode, you know. They don't want to say what it is.
Grey's Anatomy.
And collapsed on the floor of his apartment. Thanks to this quick thinking, the man is alive and receiving treatment. The dog is with family members awaiting the owner's return. Wow. Nice.
A friend of mine sent her dog to the groomer. It was a very small dog, and they put it like in this dryer, and it burnt the dog to death.
What? They put the dog in the dryer?
They it was like a fan system,
Oh,
like a car wash,
yeah.
like blowing on it, and it killed her dog.
Fuck.
Isn't that fucked up?
Lawsuit, huh?
I think she tried to sue them. I don't know if it ever happened.
That's fucked up.
Isn't that crazy?
That's a horrible story. You imagine that? You leave your dogs and
Yeah, she was devastated. It was terrible.
Ugh.
you want it back now?
Yeah, they just gave it. They gave it to her.
You'll never have to cut the dog's hair again.
Gave it to her on a bun.
This is another one that's going to get everybody crazy. Students at Western Washington University are protesting plans to stage Jean Paul Sandre's No Exit, saying it could be traumatic to students after a year of lockdowns. No Exit features 3 characters spending eternity in a single room. The play, according to the petition signed by 200 students, is too mentally taxing for the community. Promoters said doesn't allow us to feel safe. Just don't go see the play. Just don't go see the play. What do you want to sign a petition about the play?
Yeah.
Are these people crazy, the young people today? Signing a petition to stop a play from being played because you thought you were going to feel uncomfortable?
Seems crazy.
Just don't go to the play.
Right.
Shit. I mean, people.
Wait, what was the play?
The play is called No Exit.
I wonder what that's about.
More like.
Well, I just read it. I just read what it was about.
I was zoning off.
All right.
I was zoning off.
Students at Western Washington University are protesting plans to stage Jean Paul's satire No Exit, saying it could traumatize students after a year of lockdown. No Exit features 3 characters spending an eternity in a single room.
Okay.
So that's
that's
what's
ridiculous.
tripping them out because they.
It's a satire, you said, though. Like
I
it's a
believe
funny.
it is.
That's ridiculous.
Even if it isn't a satire, it's just a play. It's art. Art can be whatever it wants to be,
I
right,
agree.
Brian? Mm-hmm. That's why they call it art. It's to get you to think.
I agree.
That's what I call
200 stupid students. If you're listening, stupid students at Washington University, you're stupid.
Have you guys seen that you're not supposed to applaud anymore? You're supposed to do this? Did you see that?
Jazz hands.
Did you see that?
Who said that?
It's like I saw it on I think it was Barstool's Instagram or something or
Barstool Sports?
yeah. And it was one of those like I've heard of it before. It's like it was like at like some progressive convention. It was like they shake their hands like this, and then there was one guy on a flight that was like, "This is the worst flight ever," and it was just a bunch of people doing this like clap. This was them clapping their hands. I'm not making this up.
So you don't hear anything. It's just people.
You just it's like for people who are. I guess
you shouldn't be clapping
sensitive
on a
to
flight
clapping.
anyways. Like why do people clap when they fly planes? You don't clap when you get off the bus.
Yeah, because you ever been on a rough landing, Zach? You do clap when they land nicely. You say nice landing, you know. And then when they hit it hard, you look at the pilot on the way out saying, "Hey, you know, you suck." You know?
What was that about?
Shit. The South Carolina golfer so landed a ball on the back of a large alligator, stunning itself sunning itself next to a water hazard. The rule is that the golfers play each ball as it lies, but he said, cited an abnormal course condition exception, and continued his round without a penalty stroke. I could have left that one out, huh? The guy hit a golf ball and it landed on the alligator's back. After Wyoming residents were given permission for the first time to collect and eat deer, antelope, moose, and elk killed by cars.
Gross.
Chief Game Warden Rick King. See, I could say Rick King. I don't have to worry about saying that name.
Yep.
Rick King is worried that some people will deliberately drive into wildlife to take illegal game.
But you don't want to do that because it shocks them before it kills them, and that release of hormone in their body really fucks up the meat.
I thought that was only with rabbits.
No, it's
Rabbits
Oh,
and hookers.
really?
Rabbits and
I
hookers.
didn't know that.
I knew about hookers. So I was drove with the rabbits.
I grew up on a farm. There's roadkill everywhere. I didn't touch it.
And you know that
Gosh.
big statue of Jesus Christ in Brazil? They're making another one. It's going to even be larger.
Christ the Redeemer.
Right. It's going to be, I guess, out statued. They're going to make one that's 6 feet taller.
It's going to be of Kanye West.
There's just going to be an antenna sticking out the
Yeah,
top
right.
of his head.
Here's one. This is Ted Nugent's got COVID-19. Yay! And this is what he said. He said Ted Nugent used a Facebook Live session to claim that I'm addicted to truth, logic, and common sense, and in that spirit demanded to know why weren't we shut down for COVID 1 through 18. Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent. ladies and gentlemen.
Stranglehold. That's a good song he does.
Oh, this is a real good one. Listen to this. This is something probably would happen in Staten Island.
Okay.
A Florida woman was sentenced to 30 days in jail, 6 months probation, and anger management classes after she intentionally coughed on another customer at a Pier 1 department store back in June, Jacksonville, Florida. In an incident that was viral on social media, Deborah Hunter, 53, gave brain cancer patient Heather Spargo a double middle finger because Spargo was videotaping her argument at the checkout counter. I think I'll get real close to you and cough on you. How about that, Hunter, who was not wearing a mask?
What do you want to do? Post it for you?
Oh, here it is.
Oh my
How about
God.
that?
Why are women so mean?
Real close to
Why
you.
are they? I don't know.
How's that?
God, why are women so mean?
I would have smacked that woman right in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting for me to see this stuff and have no one be beaten to death.
That's a
Yeah, I know. I just almost want to throw my
I
TV
don't,
on
I
the
don't
floor.
understand. I don't get it.
that's a woman who's upset with her life. She doesn't like her
Right.
life. She doesn't like her children. She
Right.
doesn't like her husband. Probably pays a little or no attention to her.
100%.
She's sex starved. She's
Yep.
having weight problems apparently from that video.
Right.
Her hair is straight and probably frizzes up in the winter. She is a mess, and she takes it out on other people.
Have you
Totally,
ever
I
been,
agree.
Have you ever been in a Pier 1 Imports before? Makes you want to act like that.
Oh, come on, Zach. Are you giving her a pass?
I'm just
Are you
saying.
giving her? I'll take a Uber home, Zach.
You know what's funny is that you actually said that about Staten Island. I made a video once making fun of like people like I can't believe that like because in California they just like they don't like confrontation, and then like TMZ actually picked up this video of someone walking into a shop a supermarket in Staten Island. They're like, "Oh, you're a fucking dirtbag. Put your fucking mask on. You're disgusting." They scream at this lady. They kick her out of the store, and I was like, "That's what happens in New York." So if that happened where I grew up, that lady would be on the floor in a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't fly like that.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
it's crazy to me to see. Is Texas like that? I haven't really noticed.
If
If I'm working there, it sure is.
It's my
Welcome to Austin, buddy.
You haven't
Thank
seen
you.
my World Star video. Episode 50, I think.
Yeah, that was a bad apple.
bitch.
Egypt. What's going on in Egypt? Oh, they discovered another thing over there. All right, thanks. Japan.
More mummies.
They discovered an underground city over there.
Another
in,
pyramid?
Luxor.
Yeah.
Oh, we found the Luxor. Cool, the original one.
Yeah. So they're going to dig that up and try to get tourists over there.
Is David Blaine going to play that one too, or?
David Blaine. Yeah, right. Well, what was he doing? He was someplace making magic. Wasn't that David Blaine?
He was making magic.
Yeah, the Luxor.
Why don't you make yourself disappear, David? Oh, this is one for your health on Earth Day. This is something that probably is going to upset everybody here. Japan announced plans this week to release into the Pacific Ocean more than 1 million tons of wastewater that was contaminated following the 2011 meltdown at the Fukushima nuclear plant. That process will begin in 2023 and take decades. The water used to cool the plant's 3 damaged reactors and has been purified but contains tritium and trace amounts of other radionuclides. It is now held in 1,000 giant steel tanks, and authorities say they will soon run out of space to store additional wastewater. They plan to dilute the water until its tritium concentration is 1/4 the amount allowed in drinking water. Prime Minister... I don't know. Just name a Japanese restaurant.
Panda Express.
Yeah. Panda Express said the ocean release was the most realistic option, and that I'm so over with names. You know, I can hardly say regular words. Plus names, forget it. Disposing of the water is unavoidable. The fishing industries in Japan and neighboring countries strongly oppose that move. Of course.
They should just send it to Mars.
Yeah, send it up to Mars with Elon Musk and his battery-powered car. One of those cars crashed the other day.
Yeah.
I think it was a driver error. I think they were having sex in the back seat.
Yeah, they were doing something, 2 guys, I think, because they...
Oh, God. Couldn't they wait till I got home? I got to have your hole now. I've got to have that hole now. God, I got to have that hole now.
Yeah, Elon Musk said that, whenever you put your car in autopilot, Tesla knows, when I hit autopilot, it sends a signal to Tesla.
Like a black box on an airplane.
Yeah, and Elon said, no, the autopilot was not on, and
that's why the stock held its value, and it went up yesterday.
Yeah.
I saw that, and I said, oh, my God.
It's just 2 guys, 2 husbands of 2 different, dropped their wives off, and they went to go fuck each other somewhere. That's why they're...
Wow.
Yeah.
They kind of just parked?
Yeah, kind
They got a fucking hotel room?
They want the rush.
Yeah, seriously. And they were in his frat.
And the medical examiner said that they both died, but one of the gentleman's penis lived 10 to 15 minutes after the impact
That happens. It's like an octopus.
because he was protected by the man's,
Mouth.
rear end. Yeah.
Nice.
Are you buying that? You're not buying that.
I'm
You're
not.
looking at me like
I don't know. I'm hearing it. I don't know.
No, I Tiger Woods has been proven to be a bad driver. And I told you this in the beginning. They blamed it on the road conditions, and
He's half Asian.
he was driving about 85 miles an hour in the 45 mile per hour zone before his crash in Los Angeles, said the sheriff. So he shouldn't be. He should have a driver.
Yeah.
I agree.
For real.
I don't
This
understand
is not the first time.
If I had a shitload of money, I would have drivers all the time, Why would you not have a driver?
Right. Or get a Tesla.
Yeah.
Let it drive itself.
Right.
Yes, sir. I mean, Tiger Woods he's fucking filthy rich. He could, that's the stupidest thing.
Yeah, it's like this woman. The woman who did the poetry at the swearing in of President Biden?
Yeah.
This is... I was going to read about her, but she passed up like $17 million worth of endorsements. Because you can just imagine what Tiger Woods has, if she's...
Why'd she pass it up?
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be, she's she's got reasons. I don't want to, I think we're on a roll with some of these. I don't want to talk about,
Right.
Her name is Gorman. Amanda Gorman, the one who did the poetry. You want to hear it? You want to hear about Amanda?
Yeah.
Anyway, she passed up $17 million in endorsements. She wants to be president someday.
She's doing it wrong. Every president takes money.
Yeah. Save that money for your political campaign.
Exactly.
Here it is. I'll just read this about the endorsements. It says, an endorsement deal since the ignoration. I didn't really look at the details, she says, of the offer, because if you see something and it says $1 million, you're going to realize why that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know why she didn't take it. It's a good question. I don't know. I'll have to go home and read it again. Probably see my own
Talk about it next week.
room. Oh, so this is one about a Hollywood producer. Want to hear about a crazy Hollywood producer? Scott Rudin, Rudin. Hollywood super producer Scott Rudin is a widely abusive boss who frequently directs explosive outbursts at underlings, subordinates, including throwing a baked potato at an assistant's head and sending another to the emergency room by smashing a computer monitor on his head, said so-and-so and so-and-so, revealed last week. He's 62 years old, a workaholic behind films like No Country for Old Men and The Social Network. He's also accused of throwing a laptop into a window, chucking a stapler at an assistant he called a retard, and hurling a glass bowl into a wall, causing a colleague to have a panic attack. Rudin declined to comment. His former executive coordinator, Caroline Rugo, says Rudin fired her after demanding that she be at work instead of going to the gym. Is that him?
Yeah.
He does look kind of mean.
And this is from 2014, and he's listed as the man known as Hollywood's biggest asshole.
Oh, wow. He does. He's just not nice to people. He doesn't like people. He's crazy.
Well, look at him. Would you be nice to people if you looked like that?
At work instead of going to the gym at 5:30 a.m. Exercise for type 1 diabetes, absolute monster. She said he's an absolute monster, she said. And we got more news about this damn dog that the president has that keeps biting everybody. I don't know why they don't just pull his teeth. Pull his teeth and give him soft food.
Why does every president need to have a dog? Is that do you have to have a dog?
President Trump didn't have a dog.
Not
not all of them, but most of them do, yeah. President Biden's German Shepherd rescue Major has been sent for weeks of training after a second alleged biting incident. Initially gave free rein to explore the Oval Office in South Lawn with Biden's elder dog, Champ. The 3-year-old was sent home to Delaware again last month after nipping a Secret Service agent. Well, maybe he should have, several weeks later, Major nipped another worker at the White House. Jill Biden's press secretary, Michelle LaRosa, said Major lunged at her at an unfamiliar member and was surprised him and will undergo some more additional training. The dog is preconditioned to bite. That's it.
Yeah.
You're not going to fix that.
You're not going to fix that.
Just
I
replace the
agree.
dog.
Did you have a dog growing up?
Yeah, Binky. It was a 3-legged Jack Russell Terrier.
3 legs. What kind of dog is that?
Why would you get
He got hit by a car because my cousin Taylor let him out of the backyard.
Had to remove his leg?
Yeah, he got hit. I saw him get hit.
So you had him when he wasn't 3-legged, and then
Oh, sorry.
And then he got to be 3-legged.
How old were you, buddy? Must have been traumatic.
Oh, 10 maybe.
Did you cry?
I don't think I cried.
It must have been
I
expensive.
think it was
surgery.
kind of sad.
Oh, it's I talked about the dog Shadow that used to live across the street from me on Ward Lane in Wantor, who used to run after cars, and he ran after the car, and he got his whole penis, got all the skin shaved off it.
Really?
And he never chased another car again.
Oh, man.
It was terrible. The dog never chased another car again. Yeah. So that's a problem with the dog. Okay. A young deer. Did you see this one? Mm-mm. Oh, wait till you see this one. A young deer crashed through the windshield of a moving school bus and landed on a napping student.
Oh, my God.
Brandon Martin, 15, of Potocane High School in Virginia, was sitting in the front row when he was awakened by a heavy weight landing on his back. I realized it was a deer, and I was just very confused.
Oh my gosh. What?
The kid. Look at the deer. Look at the deer.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I'm
This
not
is
going.
your stat.
I'm out of here.
Gosh.
Yeah, that happened. I love it when they have the videos to prove it.
Oh,
I
man,
realized
that
it was
incredible.
a deer
That
when
was pretty great.
just very confused, Martin said.
Oh my god!
How the hell did that happen?
So hard that deer hit the windshield.
Kid was still asleep.
There was nothing better. I love when deer just slams.
It's not like he opened the window and stepped inside. He came right through the window. Let's watch it once more. Look at the energy.
Is this the sequel to Bambi?
Watch this.
How that even happen?
Bambi 2, Back for Blood.
Holy shit! The whole windshield came out.
The kid was like asleep for
The driver
way
was
too long.
later cited for going 115 miles an hour.
Look, this guy's pissed. What was that guy yelling at him? Did you see that?
Yeah, let's do it in slow motion.
Yeah.
That's an item of interest, huh?
Yeah, it is.
The kid doesn't move for
William,
so long.
that's an item of interest, huh?
Wait, so why? Why was the deer flying in the middle of the highway?
Whoa, I can't believe that deer made it out alive.
Yeah, right.
The kid's not even awake.
Yeah, the kid doesn't even wake up until.
Man,
Sounds like an Apex Twin song.
no one was injured, and Martin says he still plans to sit in his favorite front row seat. There's no way it's happening twice, he said. Smart kid.
Tells him the guy got struck by lightning 3 times.
That's a smart kid with an answer like that.
That is.
A Vermont Macy's department store has been turned into a high school, complete with escalators and Calvin Klein and Michael Kors signs. The new school was selected by Burlington school officials after PBCBs were discovered in the old school. The China department became the library, the warehouse became the gym, and one classroom has an enormous Levi's ad on the wall.
That would be kind of cool.
I would love that.
Freshman Moses
at
Doe,
that.
15.
Oh
who
my
used to
God,
shop.
that's awesome.
Macy's called
Cool.
it weird but cool at the same time.
That's weird. Yeah, that is weird. That's interesting.
Yeah, Macy's are closing some of their locations because online shopping is taking its toll.
Yeah,
Why go to the store when you can order a pair of pants right from the privacy of your own home?
right.
Wow, the library's like.
They never have our size anyway.
Right. What about trying them on and getting the right size, though?
You just do, well, you know what your waist is, right? You don't have to tell us now.
Nah,
No, you know what your
Kind
waist
of
is.
do. Yeah,
36 or 38. Back at the Comedy Store, we had this thing where he needed a new pair of shorts, and they sent him how many pairs? Would you say, Redban?
I don't know, like 50 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bunch.
It was a lot
Good
of
for you,
shorts.
man.
Yeah, I have a bunch of shorts now.
Forever.
Ready
Enough to
for the
last you your
summertime.
whole life.
They will. I'm sure they will.
So I saw that burger place said
P. Terry's?
Farmer Brothers, if you get a tattoo, they'll give you burgers free for a year. Did anybody see that?
Just a
Yeah.
I have,
Farmer Boys.
Farmer Boys. Yeah.
I like that. That's pretty good.
It's good, yeah.
They said, I don't know where I saw that. I don't know. If,
What kind of tattoo?
You know, it had to be
Like a
the
logo.
The Farmer Boys logo,
Oh,
the
oh,
truck,
oh.
the truck with the produce on the back, or the hamburger, or whatever else they want you to do.
I gave myself a Papaya King tattoo. Means I get free hot dogs for life anytime I go to Papaya King in New York. Swear to God.
You know Papaya King?
I used to be a general manager there.
Man, that's the best hot dogs. The one I go to is on third and
83rd and 3rd? Yeah.
There's a tattoo.
Yeah, where's the tattoo, man?
It's on my... I'd have to take my pants off to show it
is
to you.
it close to your?
Where is it?
Below,
Orifice?
You're Steve Carell.
it's right below my knee, but my pants are too tight to roll up.
Did you have those? You must have had those. Have you had those?
No, I never
Oh
have.
man, they're great. Yeah,
I've never heard of them.
There's the tattoos. That's the choice of tattoos.
Ah. I get
Oh
the
my
first one.
God.
Yeah, the first one.
The front one was pretty cool.
How big do you think you're gonna have to make them though? For a whole year, free food? Maybe it would be worth it just to get a little burger.
I haven't been back to New
That's
York since I got
funny.
the tattoo, though, so I've literally not been able to redeem any hot dogs.
Can't wear those
I
pants
can't.
when you go there.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just gonna wear short.
How long
shorts.
did you work there? Those hot dogs are great. My sister Sue introduced me to those hot dogs.
Yeah, like a year and a half. I worked at the one on St. Mark's Place.
How is hot dogs any better than any other place? They're just a hot dog.
I totally agree. I
just
don't really.
toppings.
What about Nathan's?
They told me to go to
Nathan's
Pink's,
pretty good. That
and I was like,
crunch.
it's a hot dog.
Yeah,
I've got
Pink's is overrated. I
several
think
reasons.
the train is better than Pink's.
Carney's, yeah.
Carney's is
Carney's
better than
is the
Pink's.
shit.
Oh yeah.
Nathan's is good.
Yeah, the crunch,
back
the
in
crunch in
day,
Nathan's.
Yeah. The fries are really good. You guys don't know about Nathan's.
How about
right?
Sonic? You been to
course.
Sonic?
Coney Island?
You been to Sonic?
Yeah, I don't like it.
I haven't tried it yet.
It's not
good.
good.
I like
It's
the
all right.
cherry
I fuck with
limeade.
Sonic.
It's total shit, but it's
Cherry
good.
limeade.
Yeah,
It's
the
really good.
ices are what make it good. Oh, here's
yeah.
here's a tip. If you get an icy, like say you get a grape icy, have them put a little soft serve ice cream in it. It changes the whole game. It's amazing.
Oh, it
Say it
sounds
again.
disgusting
Where,
to
do
me.
that
but-
where?
So at Sonic, they're famous for their ices. Like they have Dr Pepper icy and all that stuff. It's amazing.
Like Italian ice?
Kind of, yeah. It's
like
like,
a
a
Slurpee.
slushy kind of. But if you get a little bit of soft serve in there, it's so amazing. I highly recommend
Soft
it.
serve
soft
vanilla?
serve ice cream, vanilla. Yeah,
Does Sonic have chocolate?
they have a lot. They have like 20 different flavors.
Can you
So
believe McDonald's doesn't have chocolate ice cream?
That's bothered me
What's the
forever.
deal with
Yeah.
that?
People love vanilla though. I don't. I love chocolate ice cream, but apparently.
Oh yeah, I can't get anything but chocolate.
Yeah,
After
oh,
I have
man.
chocolate, maybe I'll get Carvel, right?
Carvel. The closest one is in.
You've had
frickin'
Carvel.
Houston.
Yeah, those Carvel cakes.
Ice
I mean,
cream cakes.
There's one in L.A. There's one in Santa Monica. That's
Yeah.
it. I was dying.
right,
with that.
right,
Yeah.
near the 405.
That's right. Yep.
I've never heard of Carvel.
Best ice cream cake you could ever have.
Ugh.
Best ice cream.
Best. The best.
Tom Carvel.
Rest in peace.
A woman in China. This is a very interesting story, item of interest right here. A woman in China realized that her adopted son was marrying her long-lost biological daughter. After spotting a distinctive birthmark on the bride's hand, when the
This is
woman
like a movie.
When the woman saw the birthmark before the wedding, she asked if the bride had been adopted. The bride and her parents confided that she had been 20 years earlier. Afterwards, the bride and her biological mother reportedly hugged tightly and wept with joy. Imagine that. That's pretty cool. Because it's not
very cool.
it's not incense because it was adopted.
Incense.
No,
I knew it smelled good in here.
the wedding continued. The wedding continued since the brides and groom were not biologically related. Wonderful story.
Wow.
Wonderful item of
Yeah, I like
interest.
that.
Then they had a girl and they killed it.
You want to hear about this is a good one. You want to hear about Russian bachelors?
Do I? Yeah.
Bachelorette.
I can hardly wait.
Okay, there's a new breed of Muscovite playboy. Said so and so and so and so. They aren't jerks and they aren't gay. They are just happily single, and no woman will change their minds. If a man who lives in Moscow hasn't tied the knot by age 37, forget about marriage. The life of these bachelors is gloriously full and varied. The city beckons, the city boils, the nightclubs, the restaurants, the parties, the theaters. It's all so much fun and so very exhausting. When a man gets home, when a man gets home from such an evening, he doesn't want to deal with diapers or argue with grocery bills. He wants quiet jazz and solitude. Marriages for men who live in the suburbs or small towns. There,
I've never seen that, a penis going in a bottom.
And,
I don't think I've ever seen
whoa!
that
I got sisters watching this. I got.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen before.
You were in a frat.
All right.
Aren't you getting triggered by this?
Marriages for men who live in suburbs or small towns. There's a wife and a man's support and joy consultation at county. A man entertainment better than TV. But here in the city, men are egotists. They can hire a maid for cleaning and pick up a woman at any bar for an odd night of intimacy. The woman, though, isn't allowed to stay over, or she'll start invading his sovereignty territory and leaving those awful night creams in the bathroom.
What the fuck is it?
Don't attempt to woo these men of leisure, ladies, or you'll end up wasting years. It's kind of like an odd end piece in a Russian newspaper talking about bachelors in Russia. You want me to read it again? I don't know what he was putting up there, but I got sisters that watch this
Oh, I wasn't showing it to the people.
Yeah, he can't show that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that's the first thing that came up with.
That was just for us.
Russian gay sex.
Yeah, well, when you search Russian gay sex, what did you expect to see?
Nearly 40% of U.S. Marines offered the COVID-19 vaccines have said so far they have declined. The military can't require soldiers to take the vaccines because the FDA granted the drugs emergency use authorization, not full approval. But COVID vaccination, like other shots, could become mandatory for all 2.2 million service members once full approval is granted.
Seems like they should have it, right? They should make them do it.
You want to hear about Taylor Swift's new album?
Yeah.
More than anything.
Jesus.
Serious?
Yeah.
She's doing something really... The guy stole all her money, right? The record company. You know, that's the
someone? I
backstory.
did not know that.
She lost all the rights to all her music. She won't get any money from any sales or anything. So what she's doing is she's re-recording when she was a younger girl with her an adult voice now, all the songs. So that's a good way.
Changes it?
Well, it's hers now. Whatever she does
like a
now
loophole?
is hers. Well, she's telling those guys, she's hoping that everybody buys the
What?
new.
Look at her vagina.
Whoa.
Is that real?
What?
Lippy, huh?
Redban, have you heard of the...
Is that real?
The
Bet
deep
she makes
fake...
loud queefs.
Have you seen those? The deep fake sex?
We're going to need tissues on this table.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
What's a deep fake sex?
Like, basically, they could take anyone's face, like Taylor Swift, and they put it onto a porn star's body, and it looks insanely real.
Yeah. Here's Taylor.
Oh my gosh.
Here's Taylor
Look at
Swift
this.
giving a blowjob.
Patreon episode?
Oh my gosh.
Yo, some of them are like crazy good too. Like,
I've heard of deep fake, but not the
Look at
sex
this.
stuff.
That looks real.
dude, that looks real.
That's a deep fake?
Yeah.
Gosh.
And that's pretty much exactly what she would look like sucking a dick.
Jeez.
The more you know.
Are never ever.
Gosh.
You still want to hear about Taylor Swift?
Sure.
Taylor Swift's new note-for-note remake of the album that made her a superstar is among the things an exercise in high-minded pettiness. Swift vowed almost 2 years ago when the rights to her first 6 albums were sold to music executive Scooter Braun that she would reclaim ownership of the material by re-recording every track.
Wait, so how did that happen? How did the guy get her
The
like
record
that?
companies
What
always
happened?
get you like that. You just sign something and you're
yeah.
done.
And then they have
Once
it.
you sign it,
But
you're done.
But don't they
Yeah.
if she re-records it? Don't they still own like the song? So like,
Yeah,
wouldn't
the
she
rights, right?
rights to the song and the lyrics to the song? Unless she like re-records it and changes everything or something, you know?
That's so fucked
yeah,
up.
wouldn't
man.
she? Wouldn't she?
It's so crazy
Wouldn't
that
she be
people could
covering her own music?
yeah.
And don't you need permission to cover somebody's music?
Right.
So maybe I should just not read it then. If we can't
Didn't
understand
think about
it.
that, Taylor, did you?
Yeah, we'll just leave.
I wonder what other like celebrities have deepfakes, like Janine Garofalo, deepfake sex.
Taylor Swift.
Anybody
is
with a movie
deep-faking
career,
her
I
own
could
music.
imagine, right? I guess we'll just watch Taylor Swift blowing somebody again because she can't make her music anymore. So.
How do we?
Janine Garofalo.
How to replace a phone battery? Visit a pro, though. Many manufacturers don't seem to want you to know this. Phone batteries can be replaced, adding years to the phone's life. An Apple store can usually do the swap for an iPhone at the same day for the fee of about $69 or worse. And Android phones, look for a third-party repair shop, such as You Break It, We Fix It, which has locations in most states. The price will be about $100, if not less.
Interesting.
Mail it in. In some cases, you may need. You've been on dead air before, William.
It's the dead air.
You've been on this podcast before. This is for the listeners at home that may want to,
I know. I agree.
In some cases, you may need to mail your phone to the manufacturer, leaving you without a phone for a few days. Consider it anyway because it's a lot better for the environment, not to mention your wallet, if you replace the battery rather than buy a new one.
I don't know. Just get a new one.
Yeah, who's got time for that?
Yeah.
You know?
Do it yourself. It's possible, though, not easy to replace a battery yourself. Visit fixit.com.
They made it harder and harder and
that, yeah.
harder.
which provides detailed.
They hope that you
instructions.
break it and then you have to buy another one. That's what
Exactly.
They hope.
You want to listen to? You want to hear about the Austin Martin 2021?
Yeah.
179,000, about 100,
Is that a
180,000.
car or is that a
Yeah.
man named Martin in Austin?
Austin Martin.
Okay.
Justin's brother.
What else we got here? Oh, here's one for the comic book fans out there. Rare edition of a comic in which Superman made his first ever appearance, sold at an online auction house for a record $3.25 million.
Oh my
Holy
gosh.
shit.
They are though to be only 100 remaining copies of this issue.
Oh my
Action
God.
Comics number 1, Action Comics number 1,
1938.
which sold for 10 cents when it was released in 1938.
That looks really good condition for that old. Look at that. It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about the guy who like found one at like a yard sale? You heard about that, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
You almost have to buy it and then put it in plastic right away.
Yep.
Seal it. Because
Yeah.
if it's all raggedy, you won't get 3.25 million.
Yep.
There's also a great documentary on Hulu about the guy who apparently like thought of Batman is not who like everybody thinks it is. Did you guys hear about that? Anybody? Comic book guy? Bob Kane is the guy who like gets the credit, but it's this other guy, Bill Finger, apparently.
Interesting.
It's like he like hired him to like write Batman stuff, and the guy Bob just totally fucked him and was like, oh yeah, he didn't have anything to do with it. And then like they track his story down. It's pretty depressing, but it's interesting.
Wow.
If you like comics, speaking of comics.
Well,
beats
are you
Finger.
talking about the guy who did the famous guy that just died?
I don't know who just died.
Stanley?
Stanley, yeah.
Not Stanley. That's DC.
No, Stan Lee's legit. He's a
that's Marvel.
He's a legend.
Batman's DC.
But they ripped him off of all his money, too. Like, didn't they not give him as much money as he was supposed to make?
Probably.
Something
I'm
like
sure
that.
they always get fucked. The
Yeah.
artists always get fucked in the end.
Rolls-Royce has the best quarter in its 116-year history, delivering 1,380 cars in the first quarter, up 62% from the same quarter in 2020. The company said demand is especially strong for its Cullinan, Cullinan, a nearly 3-ton SUV that starts at $335,000.
Gosh.
Listen to this. A woman in Louisiana was arrested. I can't believe they arrested her after spending a portion of the $1,205,619.56 deposited in error into her Charles Schwab brokerage account. The company, which had meant to deposit $82.52, tried to retrieve the money the next day, but a quarter of the funds were almost gone. The woman ran out and she ignored calls for messages for a month, using the money to buy a house and a Hyundai SUV. Smart woman. She just said, I need a house. I'm going to do it right now.
Why would you buy a Hyundai though? Wouldn't you just get a Rolls Royce or something like that?
What are the laws if she doesn't have to give it back? Fuck them. You know what are you gonna?
Yeah, I think she has.
Yes.
I'm surprised the bank didn't just like step in and go, "Oh yeah, this is an error. We're giving it back."
All right. Do you want to do? You want to hear about DMX? We lost DMX.
R.I.P.
I heard about that.
Maybe I'll just do the last line. He sought repetition in Christianity, pausing concerts throughout his career to deliver a prayer with memorizing fever. I'm so emotionally overwhelmed after shows. I just break down, DMX said in 2019. I praise him and I like him. Who am I to deserve this? So we lost another good one. Great actor, too.
Great
He
man.
was in some stuff, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Was he in like a Dracula movie?
Uh,
I don't know.
he was
Yeah, I
in
like DMX.
he was in Romeo Must Die and Exit Wounds.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It's a great scene where he buys a car with cash. I think it's Exit Wounds.
And the last item of interest is our little bit of poetry and see if we can't figure them out. Being offended is the natural consequence of leaving one's home. Oh, I believe it. If you're in a rush, don't go to the post office. If you're in a rush, don't go anywhere in a rush. If you gotta, because you're just gonna get mad. You can't rush at the bank. If you're in a rush, you don't want to go to the bank.
Right.
You can't go anywhere in a rush, especially to work. If you have to go to work, God. I went to work a few times and just turned around and got inside the gate and just left again.
Did
Just
you?
said I can't just do it.
I've done that at college several times. Couldn't find a parking spot and just left.
Went all the way to work and just went home. Happiness is a mystery like religion and should never be rationalized. If it wasn't for the effort, I could argue against hard work all day. You only are free when you realize you belong no place. You belong every place. I like that one. That's like when somebody says, "What are you doing here?" And you know what you tell them? You say, "Listen, as long as I'm alive and breathing, I got to be someplace. Why not this place?" You hate that when they say, "What are you doing here?" Where am I supposed to be?
Right.
I agree. It's a good point.
You know, as long as I'm alive, I'm gonna have to be someplace.
Yeah.
Just happens that you're here. You have no right to ask me why I'm here. Right. Why are you here?
Yeah.
Do you have preference over me to be here?
Right.
Nobody can rescue us from other people. The future is something which everyone reaches at the rate of 60 minutes an hour, wherever, whatever he does, whoever he is. I get that one. And you're not hungry right now, are you? Are you hungry right now?
A little bit.
Yeah. I had found out that money was like a sixth sense, without which you could not make the most of the other five. I understand that one. That's pretty good. Well, that's it. A lot to cover today, and we're still about, I guess I've got about another hour of material here. But no, I do want to get you, ask you some questions.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
These questions are not the same questions that you had.
Oh,
Okay.
These new questions?
Well, I think these are the new questions since you've been on the show.
Oh.
Okay.
And so
You're hungry, are you?
we'll start with Eric. Eric,
Yes.
what is your best comedy experience, Eric?
Oh man. I did Vegas, and that was pretty cool at the Hard Rock in Vegas.
Wow.
It was like one of the last shows they had in Vegas. That was really cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Why would they stop a comedy show in Las Vegas at the Hard
The
Rock?
Hard Rock closed.
Hard Rock closed.
Oh, I see.
Opening up a new one.
They have to spray the herpes out from all the
Yeah.
And what was your best comedy experience, Zach?
Well, now it was doing Tony Hinchcliffe and friends, following Tony Hinchcliffe, Tim Dillon, and Brian Holtzman, and then actually doing
Damn.
pretty good.
Yeah.
That was
You
my
did
best
great. You did great.
Saturday, this past Saturday.
Tony was proud of you. Huh?
Yeah, that meant a lot. That was really cool
Awesome.
so far.
What was your best comedy experience?
What's that noise?
Just trying to get the saliva and
Last
down
night
my
he
throat.
destroyed.
Yeah,
I
he
mean, that was
destroyed.
incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Everyone
Well, you're
hit.
sweet to say.
No,
that.
dude, it was it was amazing. He destroyed. I mean,
I was laughing my ass off.
that could easily be an answer. It was incredible.
Well, you're nice.
Tell us the
was
one.
amazing.
Do the one about the shrunken kids. That was fun. That was a good. That was a double whammy.
Was the Shrunken Kids?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
You know. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't want to put you on the spot, but they were great. Every one of them.
Everything hit. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
So, what was your favorite comedy experience?
Probably last night.
Good answer. I let him off the hook. I'm sorry. That's my fault.
What's your favorite movie?
Beverly Hills Cop 2.
That's interesting.
And your favorite movie star?
Jim Carrey.
Favorite movie star?
Jack Nicholson.
Favorite movie?
The Shining.
Where would you go in the world if it could be all paid for, free? Everything's free. You wouldn't have to bring any money whatsoever. Not even a nickel. Anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Hawaii.
Wow. You, Eric?
I guess I'd go to Italy, and probably never going to go there.
Italy.
so-
That was being Italian, you'd want to go
That'd be
there.
cool.
Food is great there.
I know.
I've been to Rome, and I want to go back.
Oh,
This time I'm
You ever been
gonna
to Utah?
bring- Utah? Drove through Utah.
Utah's incredible. I was going to say Utah, but I've been there.
a lot of Mormons.
A lot of Mormons.
The 80 freeway goes right through. 80 interstate goes right through Utah. What do they call it? Salt bed.
Salt Flats, yeah.
Who Who's your favorite? Where would you? Okay, Italy, and you said Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Any particular island on Hawaii?
Kauai.
Kauai, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it, Hawaii. You're not a Jehovah's Witness, are you?
No.
How about you? I think you. I
No.
don't think you are.
No, no.
You'd give people medical attention if they were bleeding, right?
Yeah.
Not supposed to.
Yeah.
Jehovah-
No,
Really?
They don't believe in
wow.
bringing kids to the doctor if the kids
Or Halloween, I think.
I know,
Right? I
that's
think
true.
Halloween's bad too.
I don't think they celebrate birthdays either.
I don't
Oh,
even,
yeah.
I don't think they laugh or smile. and they don't.
There's love knocking on doors.
If you won the lotto, Eric, what would you buy or what would you do first?
Oh man, I guess I'd produce a movie that I wrote. Sorry, I mean blowing hookers.
No, that's fine. Make a movie. Certainly, you'd have. Amazon's got all the money. Anybody who does any business with Amazon and the Amazon, they got a blank check. They're not gonna go do whatever you need to do.
Yep.
How about you? What would you do? What would you buy? What would you? Where would you go? What would you? What would you
Um.
We'll get back to you if you can't think of something.
Okay. No, I don't know. Maybe a 1994 Toyota Land Cruiser.
Nice car.
Oh, like your style.
I'd get one of those and get them to make it
Customize
like
it.
it's new.
Yeah, I have a friend in Los Angeles who does that.
I wonder how much that costs.
Is
Is
it
that just
exhibit?
a ton of money?
Is it exhibit with Pimp My Ride?
It's all the
my
rage.
ride.
They get them from Europe and they bring them over here and then they trick them out and make them.
Oh, really?
I think it's.
Make him fuck for money.
Gotta make it somehow.
Do you hate your mother, Eric?
I love my mom now.
And I think you already told us you didn't hate your mother in the first.
Yeah, I love Frances.
Francis.
Yeah,
She's the best.
I love Frances.
Eric, if you were a famous rock star, who would you want to be? Liberace, Freddie Mercury, Elton John, George Michael, Boy George, or Marvin Gaye?
So they're all gay. Marvin Gaye. No, I guess they all had pretty tragic deaths, right?
Liberace,
You said Elton John? He's still alive.
yes.
I'll go. I love Freddie Mercury, but he kind of withered away pretty sadly. So I guess I'll go Elton John.
Okay.
I mean, Marvin Gaye got shot by his dad. That's got to be pretty. It's got to be pretty rough to go through that. You know? Although I do.
What about
Love
you?
what's going on.
What was the question? I heard all those people, but what's the question
If
again?
you were a famous rock star, you're probably real hungry now, aren't you? Kind of.
starving.
If you were a famous rock star, who would you want to be? Freddie Mercury, Liberace, Elton John, George Michael, Boy George, or Marvin Gaye?
Marvin Gaye.
All right.
What is Eric? What is your fondest memory growing up, good or bad?
I guess there was one time where my older brothers took one of their friends' video camera and they went around the neighborhood like telling them they were from Howard Stern and stuff. And then I begged for a video camera every day since then. And then I finally got one and started making videos. That was a pretty good day.
Cool.
How old were you?
I was 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you started early.
Yeah.
Damn.
How about you,
My
William?
fondest memory
Growing up or worse?
or worst memory?
Could be either one.
When
It's
his
up to you.
dog lost his leg.
Yeah, that was probably tragic.
Binky. I remember I got in a fight with my brother Vance. I took a flashlight from him, and then when I took the flashlight, he pushed me. We were underneath sort of our house, and he pushed me, and my head hit a hard wooden thing, and my face started just bleeding everywhere, and he ran off.
So I guess this is the worst.
Right. It was not a good experience.
Let me ask you a question. Pinky's the one with the three legs.
Binky.
Binky.
Binky?
Binky. Yeah.
If Binky was in the car, were you able to park in a handicap stall?
Yes. Weirdly enough, yes.
Just checking.
Wait, seriously?
Just checking. Have you ever had sex in an automobile, Eric?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Never.
How do you do that in the back seat?
Wow, you'd be surprised.
I'd be down for it. I'd do it. I just never have had the opportunity. Have you?
Yeah, I think everybody
has.
I haven't.
The seats go
Have
down.
you?
I mean,
I certainly have.
How do you do it in the back seat?
Do it wherever you want to do it.
You got to just.
back
How do
seat.
you
Yeah,
do
back
it?
seat
We'll
mostly.
give you after the show. We'll give you a book of positions. I guess. I don't
Okay.
know. What else can you say?
Karma Sutra.
I need one. I just lay on my back most of the time.
Do you like olives, Eric?
I do, yeah. I actually didn't for a long time.
How about you, William? Do you like olives?
Same response. I used to not like them. Now I kind of like them.
You got to acquire the taste. There's so many different flavors and kinds, right?
They all kind of taste the same to me. I'm
Do you
told
like
they're
black or
different.
green? Aren't they black and green taste different, don't they? I don't know.
I'm a fan
What's
of
your
black.
favorite pizza? What do you get on your pizza?
Oh, I love vodka pie. A vodka pie.
Tell us about that. What is that?
A vodka sauce. You don't know what a vodka sauce is?
White sauce.
No,
Is that the white sauce?
It's the
No, it's like
pink?
it's like
Like
creamy,
Alfredo, isn't it?
yeah,
Creamy sauce.
creamy pink orange sauce. On
a cheese pizza?
fresh mozzarella. Yeah.
Wow. No, I'll have to.
You're from Long Island. You never had a vodka pie?
No, we had Sicilian, and then the most famous one was the pepperoni and cheese.
When
right?
did you leave New York?
No.
Have you ever gone back?
Can we have a picture of the pie he's talking about?
I mean, I guess it's not really like it's not like an Italian thing. It's more of an American.
What do you like on your pie?
mushroom, pepperoni, and feta cheese.
Feta
Yeah.
cheese I've had.
You guys go to
White
Via
cheese.
313 out
What
here?
do you like?
Not yet. I
On your
heard
pizza?
Oh man,
I get mine with ham and pineapple, baby, all the
that.
way.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
at
Hell
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ham
Look
and
at that.
pineapple. How about you? What's on your
Oh,
pizza?
that looks so
Like
fucking
sausage
good.
and mushroom.
Okay, I've seen this pizza before. All right, but I've never got a slice of it. Now, what is it called?
a vodka pie,
Just say.
vodka sauce with
Wow.
on a pizza.
That shit's banging.
So that's all you get usually. You don't get any
mean,
toppings or besides that.
I get all. That's my favorite. I get a million different.
No, when I
kinds
go
of
to
pie.
New York, I'm going to try that.
Yeah.
You probably get some.
Let
of
me
that.
know when you're-
I've seen it in
Let
the
me
window.
know when you're in
you
New York. I'll take you to a good spot. Okay.
You know the best New York style pie out here in Austin, Hoboken pie.
Ah, really?
I haven't tried that yet.
Did you go to 313 yet? Via
No, but
313? I heard is the best.
that's what I heard
It's
too.
it's Detroit
but-
style, but it's really good.
I love Detroit style.
Yeah, they
Oh
have.
my
they-
gosh, I had that a couple weeks ago when I was here. It was wonderful.
They have a
I'm
spicy
craving that right
a
now.
spicy
It was
thing.
so
It's like
good.
Can we stop talking about pizza? I'm so hungry.
It was so good.
you guys got to go. Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible.
in the food truck.
It has a restaurant actually.
There's a
Oh,
bunch.
is there? I went
Yeah.
to the food truck.
There's one on
Man, it was
Rainy
good.
Street.
Yeah, I went to the one on Rainy Street. So good.
Oh, nice.
Did you ever, Eric? Did you ever think of hurting yourself?
No, when I was a big wrestling fan growing up, so when Mankind, this wrestler fell on a bunch of thumbtacks.
Oh yeah.
I recreated that with Legos when I was 8 years old on like my hard floor in my basement. That's the furthest I've ever come to hurting myself.
Have you
hurt.
ever had law enforcement been dispatched to your private residence?
My father was a cop, so no.
Oh wow, he was, huh?
Yeah,
Good for him. Retired? How many years?
retired, 20, Brooklyn. Hated every minute of it.
My father was a retired fireman,
Oh, nice. There you go.
20 years, and then he worked for the Social Security Administration. What did your father do after that?
He has a contracting business in New York.
Dynamite.
Yeah.
But he didn't like being a police officer, you think?
No, he didn't like it. I mean, it was a job, but he didn't. I don't think he liked it very much. He talks about it all the time, though, so I don't know how much he could have hated it.
Was he around on 9/11?
He was, yeah,
Oh jeez.
yeah.
Any 9/11?
Oh, he was on the job? Was he still working at when did he
Yes.
retire?
He retired in 2004.
Wow, so he was on duty.
He was
Wow.
on duty. My mom was covered in ash. She worked downtown.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
My brother Bruce was working downtown. He was an electrician, and they had to walk back over the Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh yeah, I have a million stories.
All
like
the
that.
subways stopped. They had to just walk away.
No.
You know, just keep going.
Yeah.
Wow, very cool, very cool. Yeah, law enforcement. I have a lot of respect for law enforcement, and I think everybody does. Most law
I don't think
enforcement.
everybody does.
Well, most law enforcement are just good. You know, when the shooting starts,
I agree with you. I agree.
when the shooting starts, they run towards the shooting. They don't
Yeah.
run away.
Yeah.
Totally.
And a lot of them, most of them, all of them, 99.9% are conscientious. And who are you going to call? You're going to call the police officer.
Yeah.
But
I hear ya.
It's
I
the
hear
it's
ya.
these bad one these the other things that
Right.
makes their job so much harder.
It would. Right.
New York cops are a different type of cop. They're not like LA cops or Austin cops. They're way different. And sometimes they can be a little rough. Like, I dated a girl from Old Howard Beach, and her dad was a cop. He was a
Howard
court
Beach.
officer.
Howard Beach is hilarious.
Yeah.
Howard
Yeah.
Beach.
Was she-
Howard Beach. What's that?
Howard Beach is basically like where John Gotti lived, and it's very much Italian mafioso, like
yeah.
money and
Shit talkers.
Yeah.
yeah, it's very much like Staten
I'm
Island.
not saying what they are.
He looked me up in the system and saw all my arrests, and he was like, "What was this about? What happened here?" He was like breaking it all down. I was like 16.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You got a
it was
record
weird.
at 16.
Yeah, right. I was
that's
thinking
what I was
that
thinking.
too.
Good
Right.
for you.
It was a past life. I'm not gonna go there.
That's why he goes by a fake last name also, so he can't know his record.
Exactly.
Nice.
Wait, is that really not your last name?
What, bogus?
I mean, I had a feeling. I'm just asking you
pizza,
now.
That pizza's going to be delicious, huh? Oh. So that's a type of cheese that's on there?
When you go back to New York, you gotta let me
You gotta
know.
tell me.
I'll bring you around. You got the good spots.
That's a type of cheese? Because I've seen that kind of
mozzarella.
slice. Okay, so
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
just
sliced.
mozzarella plus the cheese. So I could have that with
Then they have
with
one.
my pineapple and my and tomato.
They have one too where it's
And
like
really,
They
just
have
blow
that.
it out. Just
It's
blow
like
it out.
A 3. It's a place I know actually, but they do marinara sauce, vodka sauce, and then they do pesto. It's like a triple threat. Oh, it's the greatest pizza.
I'm not a pesto fan.
don't like
Shut the fuck up.
I'm over pesto.
You know what I
tortellini,
don't
bro.
like is the white pizza. My brother Jay likes the
Yeah,
white
ew,
pizza.
I hate
no
the white
way.
pizza.
plain,
white
too
pizza.
plain.
I like all pizza.
Do you
all
get
right?
the same thing on your pizza every time?
Almost every time. Sometimes I put a little like banana pepper in there and mix it in, or something.
But usually it's,
mushroom
sausage,
pepperoni.
mushroom?
No, mushroom pepperoni and sometimes feta.
How about you? What's normally you get on your pizza?
I get the sausage, mushroom, and green peppers.
And you get the same one every time, basically?
No, I mean I Tennessee. You grew up,
Yes.
so I mean I don't. Where did you get pizza?
Pizza Hut.
Yeah, so
I hate pizza.
I'm a fucking snob when it comes. Only pizza. But-
It's that Catskill
Yeah.
water. You can't. Nothing compares to New York.
Yeah, I
spices.
just they're on every street.
sometimes sometimes a veggie is good. You ever get a veggie where they
Yeah,
throw
sure.
everything on there?
Sure, it's all right.
I get some onions sometimes. Yeah,
Oh, onions, yeah.
I could talk about pizza forever.
Well, man, thanks.
Everybody could, right?
Thanks, guys, for coming out here.
Thank you for
I really
having me.
appreciate
I
it.
really
Did you have
appreciate
fun?
it. Thank you.
Did
This
you
is a
guys
great
have
episode.
fun?
Yes,
great
for
time.
sure.
Zach, do you want to plug anything or anything you want to discuss?
Keep watching Kill Tony. Say it every week. Come to Vulcan, buy some tickets.
Yeah.
Death Squad secret shows are amazing. So
They
much
absolutely
fun.
are.
The peak of my week.
How about you, Eric? Do you want to plug anything?
Yeah, I'll be in Tampa, Florida, in June. Boca Raton in June, and then Morristown, New Jersey, and I'm also very often at the
look.
Vulcan Gas Company.
Look, you're sold out like crazy in,
that's
in
great.
New Jersey. Jesus Christ.
Look at you.
yeah. New Jersey is a great place to perform. for
Damn,
me.
that's
Great.
great.
The audiences are really they want to come and laugh, right?
They're not I have the best audiences. They're so much fun. Yeah.
That's great.
Wow,
you.
very good.
Congratulations.
Do you have a web address or anything like that, so they can find you? Or
Yeah,
anything
at
like
Eric D'Alessandro on everything. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, whatever the hell. EricD'Alessandro.com is my website.
What's going on with your forearm here? Did they Photoshop a bigger like? You look buff there, dude.
I do P90X.
He's got big forearms. Look at him.
I do P90X and I jerk off a lot. No, I didn't fucking Photoshop it right there.
I mean, that just looks huge.
It looks like he's been working out at the gym. Yeah,
I do work out, so what are you gonna do?
very good. How about you, William? What do you want to tell us? Welcome to Texas. I'm
Thank
glad
you.
you're
Well,
here.
I gotta find. I'm gonna talk to you. Maybe I could pay you tomorrow and you drive me to a couple more apartments
We can work it out.
or something,
Something
or
like
I'll
that.
figure something out. But yeah, I mean,
Buy
I
me some
need
pizza.
to tomorrow hopefully nail something down because I still do not have a place.
You should do some today. You don't have anything to do today.
I found mine on Craigslist.
He wants you out of his house.
Right, I haven't looked at Craigslist because I haven't, but yeah. I'll figure it out.
You want to, anything else? You want to plug anything? Anything?
I don't really have anything.
All right. Brian, you got
Nothing, just, Death Squad Secret Show every week and Kill Tony every Monday. And me and William actually played virtual reality last night, so you can watch that. And I think we're going to play again tonight.
Let's do it again tonight.
By the way,
very strange.
William in virtual reality is one of the funniest things you'll ever see. And I would like to get, Brian, I would love to get you on virtual reality sometime.
That would be
also hilarious.
It was weird. It was such a weird experience. I don't know if you've ever been on it. It was strange.
Well, I'm going to go on it now because I'm curious to see you on it.
I look forward to it tonight. I mean, it was weird as shit last night.
Here's an example of William in virtual reality.
What do you mean? I'm trying to do my right pointer finger into the club. This is hell. I'm in hell right now. Looking at all of this.
Who's the cat? Yeah, and there was that cop. I forgot about the cop. It was weird.
I was the cop.
We got an 80-year-old woman.
Oh, were you? It was really strange.
Shout out to Yonder Wizard.
Yeah. Wonderful. If you want any Dead Air merchandise, you can go to Holtzman.store. You can Brian Holtzman on YouTube. If you want to check out my YouTube channel with some of the things I do over there.
You had a great talk with the neighbor, the guy walking his dog yesterday.
Yeah.
We were watching it over here. That was really funny.
I got more than I bargained for, didn't I?
You did. That guy was a talker. That was so funny.
Thank you, Bad
I was
Ashley.
laughing.
And thanks, guys. Thanks. I
Thank
really
you so
appreciate
much.
it. Thank you, Brian. And we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
This is the hardest part. Redban. Okay, that should work.
All right. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
That was